Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Whether I have to switch on the video?
No, no, no worries. Only audio is enough. Okay. According to you, what is manual testing and what is your roles and responsibility in testing as a tester? Can you explain?
Manual testing is a type of software testing. In manual testing, we will analyze we will test the software or application based on the test requirement and test cases. In the manual testing, we don't use the automation testing tools. We will test the application and softwares manually. Hmm. The roles and responsibilities of the tester are um, analyzing the requirements from the business point of view, checking the requirements, uh, breaking the requirements into the number of test cases, and we have to check the test cases correctly, whether the given test cases are correct or not, whether the application is running properly or not. We have to break down into the steps. So these are the some of the roles and responsibilities of tester.
Okay. So, what are the levels of manual testing? And could you please explain in detail about the levels of manual testing?
Yeah, okay. The levels of manual testing are user testing, uh, sy- system testing, and intersection uh, testing, and these are the some levels of testing. In the user testing, we will check a single module, functionality of that module, whether the functionality of that module is correct or not. In the intersection testing, we will connect the two modules. Two modules will be connected, whether the two modules of the functionality are correct or not. In system testing, we will do end-to-end testing of the complete software.
Okay, only three is available in levels of manual testing.
Yeah, another one is there, but
Okay, no worries. What are the types of testing?
okay. Types of testing. Uh, uh, the testing is classified into two types: manual testing and automation testing. In manual testing, it is classified into three types: white box testing, black box testing, and gray box testing. In black box testing, it is divided into two types: functional and non-functional. And functional testing, it is classified into user testing, intersection testing, system testing. So like this, it is classified in
Can you give some non-functional testing also?
can you come again, bro?
Can you give some non-functional testing types also?
Non-functional testing, yeah. Portability testing, compatibility testing, load testing. So these are some stress testing. So these are some kind of non-functional testing.
Is it possible to perform non-functional testing from a functional tester perspective, or at our environment is it possible to perform?
From a functional testing point of view, we cannot perform non-functional testing because non-functional is testing uh, is purely based on the physical features of the software, like whether the software is user friendly, whether the portability is easy or not, whether the software will accept the load test, whether for the hours of time, whether the software will be able to take the load and pressure. So from the functional tester point of view, we cannot do the non-functional testing.
Okay. So what is SDLC and what are all its phases?
Yeah, SDLC is software development life cycle. In SDLC, the phases are first the requirement phase. What is the requirement? We have to get the requirement from the business client side. After that, the design phase. We have to check out how the design should be done for the software. What are the criteria is involved in it. So design phase. Next, the phase is development phase. How the software can be developed using the code. Next phase is uh, development phase, and next phase is deployment phase. So what are the how the software can be deployed, and what are the conditions it is involved in it, and last phase is support phase. After the software is deployed, uh, the customer will be using the software. At that time, many errors may come. So at that time, for the endless time, we will be providing support. So last phase is support phase.
Okay. So what is the drawback in waterfall model and why we are not using waterfall model in today's situation?
Waterfall method is a very old method. In waterfall method, we will after completion of one module, it is completely shifted to the another module. So we cannot change the from a middle point of view. We cannot go to the start and we cannot change that functionalities. So in today's thing, while developing a software or testing a software, we face a number of issues. So middle level adjustments should be done. In waterfall methodology, we cannot do middle level adjustments. We have to go from the start. We have to come again. So this is the main disadvantage of waterfall methodology.
Okay. Do you aware of spiral model?
Yeah, in spiral model, yes.
Yeah, can you please explain?
Oh yeah. Spiral module is a combination of two modules. Uh, uh, two things will be interconnected. So based on that, the spiral model technique will go on. It will the in actual sense, the technique will be in a spiral shaped technique.
We can implement new requirements in spiral model. Is it possible?
New requirements. No, we cannot implement new requirements. In mid stage, we can implement. Suddenly, we cannot implement a new requirement into spiral model.
Okay. So what is bug leakage and the bug release?
Uh, can you please come in?
What is bug leakage and bug release?
Bug leakage.
Yeah.
Bug leakage. Uh, when a error occurs, if it's not sorted out means bug will it the error will be for a certain period of time. So that is bug leakage. Really, I sorry, bro, I don't have idea about it.
Okay, okay, no problem. Uh, do you aware of V model?
Yes, bro. V model, yes.
Uh, in that, there will be a term called verification and validation. What is
Validation.
verification and validation?
Yeah, verification. Before the in initial stage, test requirements and test cases will have to be verified whether the documentations and all the test cases and requirements are correct. So we will check the requirements, whether it is properly maintained. So we will verify it. And after that, the validation process occurs when we will practically we will do the checking whether the software is running correctly or not. So in the practical way of that, there comes the validation.
Okay, what is the difference between a bug and error?
Bug and error. Mhm. Bug, actually, bug and error both are same.
Okay, there are some deviations. Um, is there any point coming regarding bug or error?
I can hear you.
There is a deviation between bug and error,
Okay.
so there is a difference. Can you have some point or let's move on?
Um, I will try. Errors error will come in a day-to-day manner, but bugs will take time to resolve. So error is a small kind of thing. Bug is a bigger deal to solve.
Okay, what is STLC and what are all its phases? Can you please explain me?
Yeah. Software testing life cycle. In software testing life cycle, there are phases involved. The phases are first the requirement. We have to uh, take the requirement what from the business point of view. Then there is test plan. How the testing should be done. What are the time and effort we have to put in the testing. So this is the test plan. Next, we have to do the test case, and while doing the test case, we have to do the environmental setup for doing the testing. Mostly, environmental setup is done not done by testers. It is done by high level people. Next to the next, we have to do the test cases. What are the cases involved for the testing? So we have to do that and sort it out. Next, defect logging. So we have to use the next step is defect logging. What are the defects we have encountered? So we have to document it. The last phase is test cycle closure. In the test cycle closure, we have to document all the steps. What are the defects we have encountered? What are the test plan and test cases we have given through. So these will be used for the future purpose.
Okay, what is smoke testing?
Smoke testing.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm not able to recall it.
Okay, what is retesting?
Yeah, retesting. When we resolve a bug, when we resolve a error, that error comes again. So we will retest it, and if the error didn't get solved, means we will again send the error to the developer to get resolved.
Okay, what is the difference between regression testing and retesting?
Yeah, regression testing. Retesting, in retesting, the testing is done again if the error occurs. Regression, I will learn more about it, bro.
Okay. So when will you stop testing?
Yeah, when all the test cases are covered, and also when there is no defect and error, so when there's minimal error and bugs, so at the time we will stop the testing when all the requirements are met for the software, so at that time we will stop the testing.
What is static and dynamic testing?
Yeah, static testing, in static testing we will be doing the testing without the code. We will do the manual testing without the code. In dynamic testing, we will be using the code. We will check every bit of the code in manual testing. In dynamic testing, sorry.
Okay. What is the difference between black box, white box, and gray box testing?
Yeah. In a white box, we'll be checking the code. It is purely based on the code. In black box testing, we will do the testing manually. In gray box testing, it is the mixture of both white box and black box testing.
Okay. What is top down and bottom down approach?
Yeah, top down. I will learn about it, bro.
Okay. Can you please explain about the agile ceremonies?
Yeah, agile methodology.
Yeah.
Agile methodology, during the project management, agile methodology is a very important method to consider. To attain the certain goals, we are using the agile methodology. In agile methodology, we'll be having the collaborative functions. So everyone will be collaborating to attain a certain task or a certain data plan.
And what are all the ceremonies that agile has?
uh, the tools which are commonly used.
No, there's a ceremony, certain ceremonies of agile. Do you aware of it?
Uh, ceremonies. Are not able to recall, bro.
Okay, what are the major difference about spiral and an agile?
In spiral and agile.
Yeah.
In spiral method, uh, we cannot do the changes instantly, but in agile we can do the changes. We can start from we can go anywhere in the project phase. If any error or anything occurs, we can go and rectify the defect, and we can modify it is very flexible in agile methodology, but in spiral methodology it is not flexible.
Okay, in agile, In sprint meeting, what will happen in sprint meeting?
In a sprint meeting, we will be discussing about the sprint planning, how the requirements can be done, what is the time phase for the sprint, what are the difficulties and what are the effects we have to put in the sprint. So these are the things we will be discussing in the sprint meeting. What approach should be attained?
Okay. Do you aware of sanity testing?
Sanity testing. Those things I have to come again, bro. That is sanity, smoke, regression, and all.
Okay. So, what is the advantage and disadvantage of manual testing?
Yeah. Manual testing. The advantages of manual testing. It is cost efficient, and it is in that more things can be verified, and the disadvantages are mainly it takes more man hours. It also take more time, cost and effort. It takes more effort. So these are the disadvantages of manual testing.
Oh, is it possible to perform 100% of manual testing?
Uh, any testing, it is not able to perform 100%.
We compared
Bugs
to
and errors
automation.
will be.
So compared to automation testing, manual testing can be performed 100%.
Compared to automation testing, no, I don't think so. Manual testing cannot be performed 100% because more test cases and requirements will be coming.
Okay. So what is user acceptance testing?
User acceptance testing.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, in user acceptance testing, uh, whether the testing and the requirements is matches with the delivery. So delivery while delivering to the customer, it has to accept. It has to be matched with some delivery requirements. So whether the requirements and test cases for the testing matches with the delivery requirements while handing it to the customer.
Okay. So integration testing is performed by developer or tester.
Um, Integration testing.
Yeah.
Integration testing is done by both people, both developer and tester, because two functionalities will be two functionalities or two modules will be interconnected and it will be tested. So integration testing is done by both the tester and developer.
Okay. So that's all your mock interview, and thank you so much for joining.
Okay, what about whether the performance somewhat average?
Uh, yes, you want to more focused on the concepts as well. So based on the concepts, you want to be more perform, more work on it.
I have to I
Yeah,
have to see. இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் அதிகமா படிக்கணும் போறீங்களா அப்போ?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you.